Wheels Unleashed is a 2021 racing video game developed and published by Italian video game developers Milestone. The game is out now on Microsoft Windows and is available on all consoles. And as always guys, thanks for choosing to watch my video. If you're new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe, give the review a thumbs up at the end and hit the bell button so you never miss any of my latest videos. As someone who loved Micro Machines and Hot Wheels growing up and who now has two boys who are huge Hot Wheel fans, we were very excited to get our hands on the game, especially my little boys. Turns out Hot Wheels Unleashed is a fantastic little racing game and another one of 2021's hidden gems, thanks to its fast-paced racing and addictive car collecting. It can be a little repetitive at times and has a strange system for unlocking cars that can slow things down a bit, but it really is the perfect game for those short bursts of arcade fun and excellent split screen racing, just like the good old days. Being a game based on Hot Wheels, one of the main things it needed to get right were the cars, and thankfully Milestone have done a great job here. Every car looks just like the real thing, even down to the stamped text beneath every car, to the awesome damage shown on the cars after every race. They really do look amazing. Unleashed also has some fun looking locations for you to race in, albeit all in 5 as of now. Rather than having tons of unique worlds and levels, you'll be racing in 5 distinct backdrops ranging from your very own basement to a college campus and my personal favourite, the skyscraper construction site. The tracks are all built in different configurations around these areas, just like the tracks you may have dreamed of making yourself when you were a kid. And they all use the environments in creative ways, with ramps, vents, loop-the-loops, leaps of faiths, or the many shortcuts that are waiting for you to try out. It's just a shame that the soundtrack is not as good as the amazing visuals and lighting effects. It's mostly just generic dance music mixed in with the car engine sounds and adds nothing to the racing. Just play your Spotify tunes in the background, that's what I did. Thankfully, for a game all about toy cars, Hot Wheels Unleashed has a pretty great roster of over 60 cars. You've got silly ones like the hamburger and dinosaur based cars, but you've also got real world vehicles like the Fiat 500. But without a doubt the best cars are based on licensed properties like the Batmobile or the legendary DeLorean from Back to the Future. Every car is an actual Hot Wheels car, and it's a great feeling when you unlock one you may have had or have in real life. Collecting these cars is great fun and done through using in-game coins on blind boxes or by completing specific challenges in the single player mode. There are just enough cars in the game to keep you collecting for some time, although I did find my interest drop a bit once I'd unlocked the Batmobile and the DeLorean. Yes, the hot dog car is great, but it's no Batmobile. Thankfully, each car is upgradable, so if you do love the hot dog car, well then you can always bump up its stats. But the problem is, even if you do upgrade some vehicles, there will be some that are just simply better than others. For example, I waited for ages to unlock the cool looking Ninja Turtles van, but its boost was weak compared to other cars. It was too slow and had low acceleration as well as poor braking. Some of the vehicles are just better in stats, even when fully upgraded, making a lot of the weaker cars pretty much useless later on. The blind box approach for unlocking cars was somewhat strange too, in that you can get one too many duplicates, and there's also no way to control what cars might appear in the in-game store. So like me, if you're desperately waiting for, say, Knight Rider, then you're going to have to hope and pray whenever you open a blind box. They can also be very expensive, which means you're going to have to grind out races or sell some cars to have just one more roll in the hope of getting the vehicle you want. That's probably a small issue if you're not obsessed with the licensed vehicles, but it does make collecting the cars a little annoying. Thankfully, there are no microtransactions in the game and all cars can be unlocked with in-game money. So what about the actual racing? Well, thankfully, while quite basic, it's so much fun, especially in split screen, which I played a lot with my boys. Unleashed is all about the racing and doesn't have any special weapons like, say, Mario Kart or Crash Bandicoot Racing. To constantly win, you'll need to master drifting and boosting, and that's about it. This might sound easy, but Unleashed is very fast paced and you will be hugging the sidewalls more than a few times till you get the drifting right. Even now, after having mastered the drifting, I still can't go a full race without hitting those sidewalls. The single player mode is where I had the most fun. It's loads of fun making your way around the map, unlocking cars, track pieces and more. It's a little bloated and can get repetitive considering you have to do most tracks in a time trial and race variant, but there's still a lot to enjoy here. So much so that even after beating all the bosses and putting 8 hours plus into the mode, I'm still only about 70% complete. There's also a ton of really well hidden secrets that are so well hidden I might have to just use a guide to find them all. You can also race online, but I only had a few goes, so I can't say much on the multiplayer side of things, I'm afraid. But in my opinion, the best mode has got to be the track editor. To be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of these modes. However, with Unleashed, I found it fairly easy to create some very fun tracks. You can use just about anything like ramps, jumps, fun objects, loop-the-loops, turbo floor boosters, it's all here. It's hard to describe just how impressive the creator is, other than to say it took me back to my childhood dream of making the most amazing Hot Wheel courses you can imagine. And my little boys, they love making their own tracks too, which we will then race on. It's such a fun game for all ages. The game will also be supported with 3 DLC packs, including more cars and tracks and custom items, adding even more fun to the game. So, despite some car upgrading issues and a strange way of unlocking cars, Hot Wheels Unleashed is still a ton of fun thanks to its super fast racing, a detailed track editor that is just loads of fun, awesome collectible cars, as well as split screen racing and a packed single player mode. Add in the nostalgia of playing with Hot Wheel cars and tracks as a kid, and you might find it to be one of 2021's hidden gems. So, my final rating for Hot Wheels Unleashed is a very hot 8 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching my review, guys. Please let me know your thoughts on Hot Wheels in general. Are you a fan? And are you looking to play or buy the game? Let me know in the comment section below. And until my next video, take care out there and goodbye.